There we go. Gotta wait for it. We don't want that Godzilla. Hey everyone, how you doing this evening? It's New York Dan here. Welcome to Evening Chat. By the time I upload this, it might be late night chat. Best cup of coffee I ever drank in my life. I actually, believe it or not, I actually saw there was a short video Tim made where he actually tried tea at Starbucks. And he's like, that's the best tea I ever had in my life. Yeah, I saw in the comments, people said, you have to say it's ever drank in my life. I'm having these cranberries to snack on here. You're going to see, I'm going to put a clip in. I made a salad up. I also got this. Check this out. Sunflower seeds. I think ShopRite I got them at. Maybe I'll mix it together. Sunflower seeds and cranberries. Yeah, it's time for dessert, folks. Having some after dinner coffee here. We're going to talk Tim. Yeah, I got notes somewhere around here. Oh yeah, I put them on this pad here. We got notes. I'm searching around for a dessert and I can't find anything good. I got this stuff here. These things aren't bad. These are all like free candies I've gotten from like a restaurant. This is from Pancho Villa's. It's like a little cinnamon, a hard candy, a cinnamon. This one is pretty good. I had one of these. I don't even know where I got them. It may have been from an Asian restaurant. It's like a citrus candy. These are all freebies. This thing's from a Webster Bank, which I used to bank at, and they give me some free lollipops there. I got Flagstar now. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm searching around and there's nothing good to eat here because I don't buy anything. I'm trying to do the New York Dan diet plan. So you search around, but you're not going to find nothing. I don't know, guys. It ain't easy. Like Tim says, you got to be tough. You got to be tough. The cranberries are really good. That was an idea from you guys. One of my subscribers, they said, get some dried cranberries to put in the salad. All right, let's get going here. Let's see what's the hold up here. Come on. We want the Tim talk. That's what everyone wants. They all want the Tim talk. And they're like, you put Sarasota in all your titles. Yeah, well, we do a lot of Sarasota talk here, so why not? Let's see what's going on. Okay, so for a while today, Tim's videos had been missing. He's MIA, missing in action, folks. We didn't know what was going on. A few of the channels commented. Ms. Vicky put out a short video saying Tim was missing in action. He must have had a late night. Maybe Miss Tammy was in town, a.k.a. Grandma Warbucks. And Dinger put out a video saying that Tim may have been on a cruise. He may have left town. The cruise is to leave Sunday evening, and he may have left town. Well, they obviously have been manning the radar, keeping an eye out for Tim. I was too damn busy this afternoon doing work, catching up on stuff. I was going to do a video soon, and I'm doing it right now, but I figured he'd turn up sooner or later, and that's just what he did. He popped up later in the afternoon, guys. No cruise, you're out of luck. Yeah, if you want to check out some cruise stuff, check my playlists on the channel. I've done a lot of cruising on this channel. I don't just do Tim content, by the way. There's some great cruise videos to check. So, Tim was home. Nothing was going on. Yeah, probably Grandma Warbucks. So, what's the deal? He's announced he's going on a mystery trip. Yup, apparently a resort he's going to. It's over on the East Coast, folks. And when he says East Coast, you see he barely leaves Florida. So when he says East Coast, it means he's going across Florida over to the East Coast of Florida there. And he's going to take the old Alligator Alley. I think it might be the first time he's took it or something. It's like, I've never been on Alligator Alley. Yeah, that's pretty hard to believe. It's a little highway that cuts across the Everglades, goes through swamp country, through, low-lying areas where you could have a lot of gators. And you have to pay a toll, God forbid. You probably saw this Alligator Alley. If you look back on my videos when I was in Florida, when I went over to Tim's, that's how I got there. I took Alligator Alley. And it's pretty desolate. There's not much to see. I filmed at the rest stop. I pulled over and showed you guys what it looked like. There are some little kind of canals alongside. You could put a little boat in there, maybe a kayak or something. But you better be careful because there are gators around if you have a problem with that kayak. You got the airboats too, are big in Florida. I actually took an airboat ride down there, and I asked the guy, I was on the Everglades actually, towards, where did we go? I think it was towards the end of Alligator Alley. We pulled off and did an airboat ride one time. And I said to the guy, aren't you afraid of the gators doing this airboat? He was like the captain that he ran the airboat. I think they have 2 sticks they control it with. He's like, no, I'm not afraid of the gators. He said the problem is the snakes. Apparently there are snakes in there. And he said you got like 2 hours to get to the hospital if you get a bite. Yeah, he was saying that's what the deal is. I remember this. He was saying if you do an airboat, you need one that has a big block engine, a big block V8. Reason being, he said the water levels have been getting lower and lower, and the airboats with the small block, and by the way, guys, if you don't know engines or cars, the small block is like the 350 Chevy. It's a very common V8 for like hot rods, and it's like a crate engine. You can like buy just the engine from like racing shops. And the big block is usually the 454. It's got more displacement, cubic inches. Yeah, they have more horsepower naturally. So the airboat guy was saying the water levels have dropped off. So if you get stuck with the airboat, which can happen, he said, very easily, you run into a more shallow spot. He said you need the big block power to muscle that thing back out into deeper water. If you got the small block, you might end up having to get out of the airboat and push it. That's not good. And then he said you got the snakes in the water. I don't know. As long as the CC Rider stays on the blacktop, we'll be good. Wouldn't have to worry about that. Yeah, Tim, actually, he said the miles MPG, miles per gallon on the CC, he said it had dropped off today. He checked it and he was amazed. It was down to like 34. It usually stayed above 40. So he's going to check it tomorrow. He said since he got it serviced, it may have dropped down. It could be that they put a thicker oil in the engine. Yeah, you know what? Some of the problems they have with these high, super efficient engines, they come from the factory with a really light grade of oil in, like 0W20. And when you get them serviced, they might put a thicker oil in, like 1030. And then what's going to happen is the thicker oil will make the thing get less miles per gallon. However, it gives the engine better protection. They have a big problem right now with a bunch of Chevy V8s, 6.2 liters. They've been recalled. There's all kinds of controversy. For the last few years, they've been selling these engines and they use like 0W20 oil, I believe. It's very thin oil for efficiency. Yeah, well, what happened is these engines are going bad. The bearings are getting damaged and the engines are like seizing up. So they're saying now you have to put a thicker oil in. It's not going to get as good a MPG. Yep. The bearings, when you use that super thin oil, they have to be extremely tight tolerances, very well machined. And the bearings have to be big enough to handle using that thin oil. And a lot of these engines just are not, it's pushing it. They're not up for that. So it's just like buying a Tesla or an electric car. You're only going to save a small amount on the actual gas mileage. If that thing ends up costing you a fortune in repairs, or you have to buy a new battery, you're not getting anywhere with that. I'm telling you, there's always a scam out there. Everything's a scam. Okay, back to Tim talk. I don't know what rabbit hole I just went down there, but okay, stick to Tim. That's what people want. So he's got the mystery trip to apparently a resort. It's not just going to any hotel, it's a resort. He didn't tell us where it is or what this mystery trip is. By the way, guys, if you hear some jazz music, I don't know how good this mic is with blocking. I don't know if I have the noise. The birds are chirping away. They're listening to jazz music over there. Yeah. It's pretty cool. And the funny thing is, when I go over there to film them, they shut up. They don't say anything. They're like, he's filming us. I think they heard me. They stopped. They know when I'm talking about them. It's unbelievable. They said these little parrots have an advanced brain and they can actually understand like the English language. They can say words. It's pretty amazing. So, yeah, Tim is going on this mystery trip and he's not telling us exactly where, but I got a guess. I'm going to do some predicting and hopefully I'm a little bit more on track than Dinger was with the cruise. I think he's going over to Fort Lauderdale. I'll tell you why. Alligator Alley makes sense to get over there. Then the other clue is his son lives there, so he could probably meet up with his son. Also, we know if he's going to a resort, it's most likely being funded by Grandma Warbucks. Now, she has grandkids, and she lives over on that East Coast, over by Boynton Beach. I'm thinking, I don't know if there's really hotels on the water in that area. I do know over by Boca, there's an area called Pompano Beach. It's not as happening as Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Hey, knowing how Tim does a lot of stuff that's not as happening, he might very well be going to Pompano. He's got something booked, though, and it's probably like a super discount deal. being that it's June, you're kind of like off season. It's getting way too hot now in Florida, especially down there. I've been there. I've been there in June. I've been to my friend's place, and I remember, wow, I wait till the end of June. It was oppressive. We went out at night and did stuff. During the day, man. So he probably they got a good deal on a hotel. Grandma Warbucks done hooked him up. He said he's tired of being in the trailer, basically. It's getting hot. The AC doesn't work good in that trailer. It's time to take a little break. He's trying to live his best life now. I got to do that too. I got to get that boat going. Got to get motivated here, guys. It's tough. I'm doing all this business crap, and then I got to break away and do that. I was doing some trades. Today, and some of them I'm getting burned. I got to be careful what I do. By the way, Long Island Ken was asking, he's like, what happened to Joe Just Joe? We haven't heard from him in the comments lately, the last few days. It's a tough gig doing these trades. I'll tell you a pick that I got. At the risk of jinxing myself, I piled into Coca-Cola, symbol KO. That's right, they make the famous Zing. The Miss T Zing that they all like. Yeah, I piled into that, but I'm not drinking this stuff, guys. I'm drinking some fresh brew coffee. Yeah, I had a tip with my trading platform. There's books, and you can see big trades or what mutual funds, like large funds, are buying into. I have a little bit of insight. But that's not a guarantee. There's always something going on. There's fortunes made and lost every day on Wall Street, right? And I'm just looking for a little bit of profit. We'll see if we can do that. So, this mystery trip Tim's doing, I'm on the edge of my seat. We'll see what he comes up with. I really hope. I know, though, I already know the answer. Grandma Warbucks, it's the whole thing. The problem is when she's involved, his content goes down the drain. Timmy boy, you're not allowed to film. Put that camera away. You can't make a video today, Timbo. Where do you think he was yesterday when the videos weren't showing up, right? Grandma Warbucks, that's what's going on. Yep. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he proves us wrong. You can't really get a sunset on the East Coast. The sun sets in the West. We'll see what he comes up with. If he goes out to dinner or films. It's tough. I know how it is with my girlfriend too. Like, luckily she's cool about it. Actually, I got to take that back because I'm doing a lot of videoing and she's right there. She's really cool about it. I'm lucky to know her. I'm lucky to have her as my girlfriend. I've had girlfriends in the past that were not that nice, and yeah, it's tough, guys. Even some of my guy friends, if you're trying to film, they get all peed off. Yeah, there's all kinds of problems. Sour grapes, people don't want to be on the camera. They get mad. They want to cut. Who knows? But yeah, when grandma's around, Tim he doesn't seem like he can film much. She's not really in his videos. I think what happens is she says, don't film me in there. That's why he doesn't include her. So, yeah, this is the latest thing that happened. We'll see what happens with his trip, by the way. Tomorrow, probably. I think he's cruising over there tomorrow. If he can get his T-Mobile to work. Or they have Wi-Fi at the hotel. I keep saying it. Get Boost. I got Boost Mobile. It works great. It runs. I'm going to tell you an inside secret. People are like, oh, Boost, they don't have a good network. Oh, guess what? It runs over AT&T. My girlfriend's paying a premium price for that. I get it right over the Boost. If it doesn't get the Boost signal, it goes on AT&T. Okay, so yeah, okay, his other video, he did 2 videos today, and I just caught up when I was having dinner tonight. I just caught up. Yeah, I'm just checking my notes on this page, this back page. Okay, he got a bicycle alarm. That's his other video. It's all about this bike alarm, damn it. He got this thing, and he claims it's from subscribers. They sent it to him. I got a bridge to sell you if you believe that. Some kind, hey, you know what? It's subscribers by the name of Ray and Connie. If you guys are out there and you're actually real, leave a comment. I don't think they're real, guys. I think it's all made up. I think Grandma Warbucks bought him this bike alarm. Yup. And he's claiming it's good for his e-bike. I think I figured out what happened. Remember that bike he got where he put the new tires on it? He's like, these are Maypops. And he was like boasting about how great it was. It's a pedal bike. It's not an e-bike. We're like, why is he getting that? It doesn't make sense. Guess what, guys? Grandma Warbucks bought that bike for him. She probably gave him the money to buy it. And he's like, I'll get it set up for you. I'll put new tires on, etc. That's her bike. She's pedaling it. She does a lot of exercise. She wanted that pedal bike. Tim doesn't want a bike you have to pedal. He was just testing it out. And now this bike alarm, she bought it. That's going on that pedal bike. So when she rides it, she's up by Boynton Beach. She can leave it and people won't try to steal it. I bet you. It doesn't make any sense. That pedal bike's been missing in action. Once he got the e-bike, you never saw that thing. Subscribers sent it to him. You must be going into comedy. So, yeah, he made a big video about it, and he, of course, put an Amazon link. The only thing he's peddling is not a bicycle, but a bunch of merchandise. A little bike alarm. That's what he's peddling. He wants his subscribers to buy it. Click the Amazon link. He said he might make 50 cents. I don't know, but I suspect if you really had a bike or whatever and that little, you have like a little alarm on it, if that thing starts chirping or going off, the thief, if someone's got the kahunas to steal your bike in the first place, when they hear that noise, they're going to be able to instantly figure out where that's coming from. And they're going to just rip that thing off the bike and throw it out off, right? Where are you going to hide that? How are you going to prevent that from happening? If you put it like under the seat or something, you're not really going to hear it well. It's going to be muffled. I don't know. It seems to me like one of those things. It's a junky piece of merchandise that people buy, and then they think it's like an impulse buy, and then they have buyer's remorse after they buy it. They're like, what was I thinking on this? So that was his second video today. Apparently the alarm goes off if the bicycle has any movement. So if Tim still owns that pedal bike, he could just alarm it and put it on there right now. It will never go off because he's never going to pedal it. By the way, guys, some of you talked about the focus on my camera. There was a comment. I see it now as I'm filming this. It has my face. It's actually following it. It puts a box. That must be for the focusing. I don't know if it was doing that before. I'm not sure what's going on. If I programmed it. Here I get this really good camera phone. And then sometimes it comes out worse than like a cheap camera phone. Go figure. They haven't come out with a new model yet. This is the latest one. You know what? Also, the rear camera is really good, and I could step that up to 4K. It's this camera on the face side of the phone where you can see what you're filming. But for doing vlogs, I think it's good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. I got to remember to step it up to like 1080p or 4K if I do scenery with the rear camera. It's not perfect, guys. Not perfect. So, yeah, Tim's talking about his diet, his doctors, his eye drops as usual. And he said, no Stalins. He's not taking them Stalin pills anymore. He's like, forget about it. The heart doctor, I don't want to do the co-payment. I'm not going back there again. And he's going to say I have high cholesterol because I'm doing this damn carnivore diet. That's what he was saying. He's not taking them Stalins no more. Stuff is anti-American. Let's hope. I don't know, guys. You watch Old Guy Carnivore, he talks about that diet too. It's tricky business. We don't really know. I don't know if these guys are on track or not, but I think Tim's like overeating the meat. So he's like, it's not really the concept of carnivore. The concept is you eat quality meat, but you eat very small amounts. That gives you so much nutrients or energy that you don't need to eat that much. Instead, Tim's like, let's throw some more bratwurst on the grill, on the Q, the Weber Q. Let's throw some fatty steaks, some pork on there. They eat a whole pack of meat, enough for a whole family, just for one meal. No, I think he's got it mixed up on that. By the way, guys, if you saw my video from yesterday, the street fair, I noticed it when I saw the video later. It didn't hit me at the time because the cover was like a tan color. It wasn't that bright blue. There was a lady at the street fair where I got that pretzel. They had that Weber Q. It was the exact same grill. Yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I have a Weber actually as well. I have a charcoal Weber. I haven't run it in a long time though. Soon, maybe soon. Like we got the same problem as they have in Florida, according to Tim. It's been very wet out and damp. Today was nice. The sun came out there a bit, but I had to do work indoors. Now it's dark out again. Maybe tomorrow, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get some stuff, get out there. Yeah, at some point, I want to do some grilling. I want to get out there and actually do some cool stuff like that. I have all the stuff already. I was in my garage. I had bought like 3 bags. I keep buying them. I forget I even have it. I have like 3 bags of charcoal for that grill. That's how often I run it. So, yeah, we got the bike. No Stalins. He's going to skip the heart doctor for now and hope for the best. He wants to ask the eye doctor if he can cut down on the eye drops or if there's something better. He said his eyes are red all the time. He's blaming them damn drops. Yeah, got a big problem with red eyes. No drinking, mind you. I don't know. Doc, I don't know what's wrong. I had a whole gallon of Fireball whiskey and my eyes have been red. Just yoking, folks. Just yoking around, as Ricky Ricardo says. No, he claims not to drink any liquor. I don't know. So, yeah, he'll be on the Alligator Alley. I don't know if he's going to meet Grandma Warbucks up there when he gets there. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe she'll be cruising with him. Let's see. Anything else I missed? I think we got it. I think we got it, folks. I'm going to put in some of the stuff that I've been up to. I'll add in a few clips here so you guys can check it out. Or let me put that up as a separate video. Now, you know how I do this. I decide as I'm filming, right? I don't know what to do here. I'll have some of these candies. I'll think on it. No, but yeah, if you haven't seen it, check the video out from yesterday. I did 2 of them. I also posted driving around in the Mustang. I was on Deer Park Avenue. It's famous for like racing. I wasn't racing, but I gave it a little gas. I was shifting it. It was pretty cool. I did that clip. I did it separate. And then I did the street fair. And we went to that great little restaurant down on the Great South Bay on the canal. It reminded me of Teddy and Jolene's Tight Pants Point. What a place. I've never been down. I've never been to that restaurant in my life. It was really good. Now we know. Leslie found it. And she's like, we got to come back here. So yeah, I'll put in some of the birds. A few clips to what I've been up to. I'll add it right in here, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan. I'll see you soon. Here's an installment of the New York Dan diet plan. Salad. These are supposed to be shiitake mushrooms. I don't know. Someone said they're portobello, maybe. Maybe I got gypped. Guess what, guys? I got the whole thing of dried cranberries. I'm not going to put this on, that many of these on here, though. I know if you look on the back how much sugar is in those. You know, that's the thing. It is natural sugar, but look. What's it saying? 25 grams of sugar? 28 grams in a 1/3 cup serving. Have to be careful. Sliced jalapeno, a new red onion. Time to get that going. And yeah, you can have some red wine. Cheers. Part of the New York Dan diet plan. You can have some red wine. That's healthy to pair with your meal. Especially if you're eating like salads. There, what do you think of that, huh? And this has French, it's got French dressing on here. It was one of those salad kits. It's a French salad kit. This looks really good. Oh, you know what? I was at the market today and I tried to find that Ezekiel bread. That, those muffins. I don't know where that came from because I went to the market by my gym that I thought my mom got those at. Turns out they don't even have them. So I have no idea. Maybe I'll get some more if I can locate them. Maybe they're at Target. Anyway, hit the thumbs up. The New York Dan diet plan. And yes, you can even have some red wine. Bon appetit, guys. What are you birds up to today, huh? They were singing away. As soon as I film them, they stop. They're like, we're on camera. We're not going to sing. We're not going to squawk. Listening to some jazz this afternoon on... oh, that's too much. I don't know if they can handle that lady. So now I'm making up some garlic bread. Yeah, believe it or not, a piece of this Wonder Bread is only 70 calories. I already made half of it up to try it out. I'm slicing up some fresh garlic. I'm using real butter. It's supposed to be the healthiest thing. I had my salad. Yeah, 70 calories. The Wonder Bread is very soft. It compresses down to like nothing. I think I'm on the right track here. I had some pepper jack cheese too. A little bit. I didn't eat that much of it at once. But yeah, fresh garlic. It's supposed to be the healthiest thing. You won't need Stalin's if you eat enough of this garlic. That's what they say. So, yeah, this is part of my diet plan here. I'm not joking around. Garlic, fresh garlic bread. You can't go wrong, right? Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan.